Hi everyone, welcome back. I have another reaction video for you today, and this one is very near and dear to my heart because it's Alicia Keys. She is on Vogue. She is showing her guide to wellness-inspired beauty. You know, I was hesitant to do this one because I love Alicia Keys like no other. If there's someone I would fangirl about, it's Alicia, because I just think Alicia is amazing. I love her music. I love everything about her. And part of that is because she's got this beautiful soul that you just feel it, that she's this wonderful person. But sometimes that doesn't translate well into skincare. So I've been very hesitant to watch this just because it's my favorite person. And it's skincare that's wellness inspired, and that already throws me a little bit, but at the same time, I do want to watch this because I know just from following Alicia and her career and everything and reading interviews that she's had and stuff, she has had skin issues. She's acne prone, she's got sensitive skin. So I'm very curious to see what she's done over time to really help that, and it might be reflected in this. I'm not really sure what she's done, so I think we do need to dive into this, take a look at what she's doing, and also, if you want to see the original video, I'll leave a link below in the description box.
What's going on? I'm Alicia, and I am gonna take you through my daily skincare slash wellness slash hair care slash head wrap. Okay, so we're about to get into it and have a beautiful, beautiful time just connecting in our bathroom, because like, where else do you connect with people but in the bathroom is the best place. I usually get up.
So obviously when I react to the Vogue videos, they add a little bit more to these videos. It's not always a nighttime routine like on Harper's Bazaar. So once we stop with the skincare, I'm not gonna continue reacting because it's not my domain, but I encourage you to watch the original video because I bet this is some really good stuff.
Pretty early. My husband's usually a little bit mad because I'm out of bed so early. He's like, where are you going? I might do a meditation. I might do an early workout. I might just sit in some silence. And once all of that's done, I come into my bathroom and I love candles. I'm a candle fanatic. I light my candle. And I believe in setting an intention. There's something about lighting something, something burning that's very sacred. And I will think about what it is that I would like for myself for the day. So let's say today I'm looking for clarity, I'm looking for peace. I want to have more patience because, you know, I am doing a lot of the homeschooling for the kids right now, and it takes patience, and sometimes I lose it. So I'll light that up and then I'll put it on the side.
You know, these are important things that we don't talk about too much in these reaction videos and on my channel. There is this spirituality, this wellness side of skincare. There's no doubt that your demeanor and how you handle things and the amount of stress that you carry, there's no doubt that it affects the way you look as well. And not just your skin, but it reflects in your health, and your health reflects again into your skin because you might have breakouts from cortisol levels that are elevated, or you might be just tired looking because you haven't slept. Taking that time in the morning, having some intention, setting an intention like she said, a little meditation, and that doesn't have to be what you stereotypically think of as meditation. It's just taking a little time for yourself can really give you, I don't know, it can really do a lot for you. I hope to incorporate that back into my life because the last few years of being a new mom has been really hard for me, and I feel it and I can see it, and I'm sure you guys can see it. And I think that's just a really important part, and I'm glad that she's bringing that up in the beginning of the video.
Boom. Then, if I've been sweating because I did my workout or if I did my meditation, you have to wash the face. My favorite thing to use right now is Osmosis. My skin kind of requires a little bit more strength when cleansing, right? So I get my little pump in as much as I want. I wet my hand, I lather it up, put it on my face. It's all lathery and everything. And it's all about going up on the skin and on the neck. So boom, I did that, deep cleaned it up, and I'm gonna wash it off. Okay, so now I'm back, washed it off.
This makes me very happy. I feel like we might be going in a positive direction. I mean, there's no doubt, anyone like Alicia, a very successful celebrity, there's no doubt that she's eventually gone in to probably see an esthetician, a really good one who has probably helped her with her skin and taught her some stuff, and probably, you know, told her to use this, maybe a dermatologist or an esthetician. That's Osmosis is one of those brands where, you know, a professional told her that she needed to start using this cleanser. So I'm really glad to see that. This is a morning routine, and this question comes up a lot, whether you should wash your face in the morning or you shouldn't wash your face in the morning, I tend to find that's very personal. You know, if you speak to an esthetician, they will tell you to absolutely wash your face in the morning with a cleanser like this because it's setting the tone for all of the next products that you're gonna put onto your skin. For someone who has acne-prone skin, I find that people with acne-prone skin really do like to cleanse their face in the morning, and that's partially because they're waking up with a little bit of oil on their skin and they want to get that off, so I completely understand that. She also says that she works out in the morning, so you absolutely have to cleanse your face after working out. A lot of people think that sweat alone causes acne, but it's actually when you trap the sweat and the bacteria underneath your skincare products, especially moisturizer, anything that can be really thick and occlusive, when you're trapping all of that, that's what causes acne. So you really need to cleanse your skin after working out. Whether you have to cleanse your skin in the morning in general, that's a different question. That's more personal, but after working out, you absolutely have to cleanse your skin.
Good, I feel refreshed. I've always cared about skincare, but in a way that was very frustrated because I didn't always have good skin. I've learned some of the secrets and I've also found some products that work for me because everybody's different, you know, and you gotta keep trying and you gotta keep finding what's good for you, and it's cool. Sometimes it takes a minute. Like for me, it took quite a while. And one of the secrets that I definitely...
Before we get into the product, first, I love that she's patting her face very gently. Thank you so much, Alicia. I think that a lot of people, you might be one of those people if you're watching right now, I think a lot of people find my channel and other people's channels when we focus on skincare because you are frustrated with your skin. You know, that tends to be why people are Googling information about skincare, is because you're dealing with something, you're dealing with some kind of an issue. And you know, I love that she's bringing this up because I think people think they're alone in their frustrations with skincare, and it's not true. I think more people are frustrated with their skin than not. And it's refreshing to hear somebody that's, you know, this successful, a celebrity, saying that she was frustrated and she dealt with so many issues with her skin, because it goes to show that this affects everybody. It can definitely take a while to find what it is that's gonna help clear up your skin, what's gonna help it look better, and it takes patience. You have to try things out. What works for one person might not work for you. Even if you have the same type of issues, or it seems like you have the same type of issues happening with your skin, it doesn't mean that you're gonna have the same fix. You have to try things out and you have to be patient. So I'm really glad that she brought that up.
Lee picked up was water. But for real, for me, I didn't really drink enough water. And I didn't even think about water to be a part of my skincare regimen. Water out of a big ass jug, like this. I call this my coconut. Don't it look like a little coconut? Next up,
I love again that she's bringing up water. I have talked about how water was a big change for me. It really helped my skin. I started putting lemon into my water because a dietitian told me to start doing that, and it changed everything for me. But again, your diet is very personal too. What you might be sensitive to or what your body needs is completely different for every single person. Some people need a lot of water, some people don't. Some people drink a ton of water and see no difference. So that's another one of those things where it's very personal, but your diet does affect your skin. It just affects your overall health, and then your health reflects on your skin. So that's just, you know, the way it kind of works. I've talked about before, I actually talked about this in one of my last reaction videos. I talked about how you can also eat your water, eat your hydration with very water-rich foods, vegetables, fruit, that kind of food can really help too. But for some people, it's all about, you know, eating the healthy animal fats, like fish oil, salmon. We know that it can really help with those omega fatty acids and really help your skin look glowy and rosy. But some people really prefer a plant-based diet, and they see a huge difference in how their body and their skin looks and feels and everything. So it, again, is very personal, but if you are experiencing any kind of skin issues, you should look at what you're eating and your diet, because it can make a difference.
I actually love this a lot. Epicuren is one of my favorite brands. I was always fascinated that if you put probiotics on your face or your body, wherever you want, how good is that? So I love this mask, this aloe vera calming gel, which is awesome as well. Like I said, I'm always looking for something to calm it all down. I squirt it in my hand, as much or as little as you want, you know, right there, that's about how much I got. And then the mask, if you smell it, it's almost milky or something. It's very much of a powder. So you sprinkle it in there, as much or as little as you want, and you rub it together. And what I like about it is First of all, it smells like there's food on your face, so you want to eat yourself. And then second of all, it kind of has a little bit of a grainy texture, a little bit. And something about that feels good sometimes when you want to just, it's like an exfoliant, but not really, still a calming thing. This, I'll actually wait 5 minutes. This morning, maybe I'll wait 20 minutes. Okay, dry it off, pat dry again. It's off now, my skin feels really good. I love this a lot.
This is an interesting product because, first off, whenever somebody pulls out the brand Epicuren, I know that she was talking to an esthetician. That was recommended to her by an esthetician, which makes me very happy. I wish she would talk about that a little bit more, the relationship with an esthetician and how that changes her skin, because you guys know I'm a big advocate of finding the right esthetician for you. The aloe vera gel is just, it's truly just a humectant. It's there to be the base for that face mask, but it's also just a hydrator. So the way, you might use a hyaluronic acid serum, it's the same kind of situation. It might soothe your skin a little bit more, but it's really just hydrating your skin. The actual probiotic mask that she put on, it does give a little bit of a manual exfoliation. It's very gentle. This isn't something that you should worry about. This is not a scrub. It's just some manual exfoliation. It's very, very gentle because it's a powder. Probiotics are very interesting in skincare because I think the message is often marketed wrong. The way probiotics work inside our gut, people think it's gonna have the same kind of effect on their skin, but it's a little bit different. What probiotics do on your skin is they help to strengthen the skin barrier a little bit more, they help to hydrate, they help to tone a little bit, but it's not in the exact same way that probiotics work in your gut. So that's something to keep in mind. It's not the same thing. Does it help? Yes, probiotics can be very good for your skin, but it's not in the same way that you think. This also brings up something though that people ask me all the time, and that's, can you get the benefit of certain skincare ingredients if you wash it off of your face? So the answer is yes. Obviously you get more benefits the longer an active ingredient or some kind of an ingredient like probiotics sits on your skin, but you still get some benefit by leaving it on your skin, even if it's just for 5 minutes. That's why like a chemical exfoliating cleanser can be beneficial, is because sometimes you don't need to use it overnight. Maybe like a benzoyl peroxide cleanser, maybe that's too strong to use it all night, but you can use it as a cleanser and still get some benefit from it.
It's called Sacred Rose Water. Smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So basically, just spray your whole body, like around 1,000 times, as much as you need it. And you take it in, you breathe it in, you smell it in. What I love about rose is that it's a heart opener. It's literally a heart opener, which is why, one would give another person that they love roses. It really does open your heart. And don't we all need that? We just need to open your heart, open yourself, just be ready to receive all the good intentions. And then,
it's always interesting when you see people using some kind of a rose water spray. They're all really different. Some can be just glorified perfume. Some of them can be hydrating and have really nice ingredients. I looked at this one, it's just water and rose oil. That's not terrible. Rose oil is essentially a perfume though. She's gonna get some hydration, don't get me wrong. You put water on your face, you're gonna get hydration as long as you lock it in. But it is essentially a perfume that she's putting on her face. I wish it would have had, some kind of a humectant in it, like glycerin or something that would have really felt nice to the skin, but she's also using it more for the wellness aspect of it, so that's also something to keep in mind, and that's what makes it a little bit different. She's not saying to you this is to hydrate her skin or treat her skin. She's talking about how it opens up her heart, so she's talking more about the spiritual aspect of it. It's not the way I do things, but it makes a lot of sense for Alicia, to be honest.
I'm rounding about the end of my kind of facial morning routine. And I always like a good under eye something. So this one's really cool, and I like it especially because there's one for day and there's one for night. Who don't like, just attention, things like that I get into. Because a lot of times we're not even paying attention to under the eye, right? My mother said the other day, she never put anything under her eye for like 100 years. She's not 100, but whatever. So I get it, and I feel like let's start now to get all of these areas going well. Finally,
I'm a little bummed out to see that Alicia's going in with an eye treatment versus a serum. Maybe she's going to use one, but I have a feeling she's not, because she's basically saying she's finishing up her routine, and usually eye cream is at the very end of the routine. This is by Dr. Lancer. Lancer has great products, don't get me wrong. This set, it comes with the morning and a night eye cream. It's $450. And I say to you guys, enjoy your bougie products. If you can afford it and you like it, then that's totally fine. So, you know, no shame, whatever. If she wants to use it, Alicia has worked her butt off and she is obviously successful, so she can use her eye cream. But the thing I want to point out about that is eye cream, I tell you this all the time, it's basically glorified moisturizer, which is fine. If you need that extra hydration or moisture, or you want some added treatment to your skincare routine and you want to focus it on your eye area, this might be a good product for you. The only ingredient that I really see in this eye cream that stands out and that can maybe help her in the morning is that it has caffeine in it. Caffeine can really help if you have puffiness under your eyes. You know, it can really just wake up the area, I guess, for lack of a better term. But it's temporary, and there are other products out there that can help, other eye creams even, that are much more affordable that can do the same exact thing. I also love the applicator on this because it does massage the area, and that does help with puffiness. So is she getting benefit from it? Absolutely. Is it worth $450? Probably not. You can definitely get better. I really would have loved to have seen Alicia use a serum. She's exactly the person that could benefit from niacinamide. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. This is the year of niacinamide, and she is exactly that person. She's got sensitive skin. She has talked about how her skin is very reactive. She can be acne prone. And niacinamide is one of those ingredients that works for most people, and it really helps. It can also brighten the skin. But what it really does is it's strengthening your skin barrier because it helps with lipid production. So a lot of people talk about how it's oil controlling, but it's not necessarily oil controlling. It just helps with lipid production. And we've talked about how if you don't use a moisturizer, for instance, your skin can overcompensate and create more oil and make you then break out more, look more greasy. So it's really just helping to balance your oil production. Another thing I want to point out though is that she used that hydrating toner, the rose spray on her skin, and then she put on the eye cream, but then there was nothing on her skin. So that's also further drying out her skin. So that would be another reason why I'd want her to use some type of a serum or some type of a treatment after she uses that rose water, is because she wants to lock in that hydration. You know, she used that probiotic mask and then she rinsed it off, but then what is she doing for her skin afterwards? And that's really key. After you're cleansing, after you're using a mask like that, you have to use products after that that are gonna really help your skin and then lock everything in that you've done. So a niacinamide serum would be amazing for her. I would have loved to have seen some type of, or you know, maybe at night, some type of a chemical exfoliant also to help further brighten her skin as well. She would really benefit from that stuff. But the niacinamide would be amazing for Alicia. Now we just got to cross our fingers that she uses at least a moisturizer and sunscreen. Hopefully sunscreen.
Just a little bit of cream. So this, it really smells quite good, and it's also a sunscreen. But for me, like I said, my skin is very, very sensitive. So I go very light because cream sometimes can be, you know, a little bit heavy. This one is amazing though. We love sunscreen. We like to make sure our face has sunscreen on it. It's so good for you. And then you have to have a good...
So something I want to point out, first off, Alicia, thank you so much for putting on the sunscreen. Makes me so proud. The thing with using a moisturizer that has sunscreen in it is that you have to use a lot to get the full benefit of the sunscreen. And this was a prime example, right? She doesn't like to use too much moisturizer because she doesn't want it to feel heavy. This is a nice moisturizer. It has propolis in it. So propolis is derived, I think. I actually don't think it's actually from honey. I think it's from the honeycomb, the beeswax, but don't hold me to that. I don't know exactly. I do know though it has the hydrating and the healing benefits, kind of similar to what honey would do as well for your skin. So it's a really nice moisturizer for the skin. It probably helps to balance and hydrate as well, but it has sunscreen in it. You have to use even more than what she used to really get the full benefit of the sunscreen. So that's something to always keep in mind when you're using a moisturizer with your SPF. You need to use a little bit more. And if you don't want to use too much moisturizer, then maybe having a separate SPF is the key. I know that people with acne have a really hard time finding the right moisturizer and finding the right sunscreen. So I understand why she would be using a product like this. So I think this is one of those situations though where you have to really try out a lot of products. If you're worried about a really heavy moisturizer, look for something that's a gel cream. There are so many nice ones on the market now. It'll feel lighter. It's more of a gel texture, but it will still lock in all of that moisture. Then finding a sunscreen sunscreen that's gonna feel really light. I love the Beet Shield by Crave. It feels just like a serum. It's nice. It has wonderful ingredients in it, antioxidants that are gonna help not only protect your skin from the sun and free radicals, but also just make your skin look brighter and prettier. I have a whole video on Korean sunscreens that all feel very nice. A couple of them might be too heavy for someone with oily or acne prone skin, but there are also a couple that are great for your skin. I'll leave a link below in the description box so that you can find that video and see if there are any sunscreens that might fit for you. But it really is trial and error and finding what works for you. But if you have acne, that means you also have hyperpigmentation or you deal with hyperpigmentation a lot, and the sunscreen will be key to protecting you.
Lip ointment, okay? Y'all can't be around here with the dry lips. Not gonna be a good thing. So I love this one. Feels good. And I've also, you know, learned that certain things.
Lucas Papaw is a really good balm. You know, it's just like using Vaseline, Aquaphor. It's really good for your skin. It's non-comedogenic, and it feels nice, and it's heavy enough and it's occlusive enough that it's gonna keep your lips moisturized for a very long time. So it's a really nice ointment.
On the wellness side and on the intaking into your body side, I've cut out dairy, and also, believe it or not, getting rid of the breads. Let me tell you, I'm the first person. I am a bread-aholic. And then obviously the fried foods, the oil and all that in the skin is never really good. Okay, so that's the morning, that's the routine, that's the wash, that's the feeling, that's the wellness, that's the goodness. Keep that going all day long as much as you can. Just take that time for yourself, and you know, and if you feel overwhelmed, if you get up to a part of the day and you just feel overwhelmed, escape to your bathroom and just take some breaths in, exhale, do that about 10 times. And we're gonna move on to my hair routine. And
you guys can go watch the original video and see her hair routine. I actually will continue watching it after I finish this video. Again, you know, I think she talks about how her diet has really affected her skin, and then just kind of watching this, you know, I see this happen a lot where someone who has struggled with acne or any type of skin issue, they go to an esthetician, the esthetician helps them clear it up, but then they're afraid to do much at home because of the experience that they've had with other products, maybe breaking them out or irritating their skin. And so instead, they do the very, very bare minimum, and sometimes bare minimum is great because it helps your skin just heal itself, right? It helps your skin barrier heal itself because that's what it's supposed to do. But then you're not getting the additional benefits that you could potentially be getting at home. You're obviously under the care of a professional, but after you've stopped that, the at-home products, that's where you're gonna get, you know, the additional benefits. That's what's gonna help maintain the benefits that you get from whatever treatments that you were getting to help stop any skin issues. So that's why it's important to have these additional active ingredients. But I get it. I get it. This is that classic example of somebody being like, you know what, my skin is cleared up pretty much. I just want to let it be and let it just do its own thing, and simple is more. And sometimes I'm like, yes, simple is more. But in this case, I actually think adding just a couple more things, like a niacinamide, like a chemical exfoliant, like lactic acid, for instance, I think she'd get a lot of benefit from that, and she'd see her skin be a little bit brighter. She won't necessarily have to deal with sensitivity if she's, you know, using it the right way and in the right amount, and she'll just see really good benefits from it. So that's something to keep in mind too. So with all that in mind, the routine that I would give Alicia for the morning, and P.S. Alicia, if you do watch this, which I don't know why you would ever spend the time watching this when you're homeschooling your kids right now, if you are watching this, if you want, I'll just come move into your house because I love you so much, and I'll just do whatever, but I have to bring my babies with me too, so. But if you don't want me and you are watching, the skincare routine I would give you is I would still cleanse your skin the way you did with the Osmosis cleanser. After that, the probiotic mask is completely fine once you rinse it off. I would actually go in with a really gentle chemical exfoliant, something like lactic acid. I always love the Ren Ready Steady Glow. I talk about that one all the time. If it's too strong for your skin though, you can actually take a step back and use something that's even more gentle than that. These days, you know, PHAs, which are polyhydroxy acids, they're much more gentle. That might be really good to incorporate into your skincare routine. And if not in the morning, then maybe at night. After that, I would put on a niacinamide serum. That is going to be key. You are going to love a niacinamide serum. I promise you, it is going to be key for your skin. It's gonna help brighten your skin. It's going to help control that oil production. Your skin is just gonna feel stronger because it strengthens your skin barrier. It's a really nice ingredient that a lot of people should have in their skincare routines. Naturium has a pretty damn good niacinamide serum if you haven't tried it. And then if you want to use your eye cream, use your eye cream. That moisturizer you use is totally fine. I would just use more to get the benefits of the sunscreen. If not, I would use a separate moisturizer, a gel cream moisturizer if you don't want it to be too heavy. If you're into probiotics, I really love the one from Korres. They have a really nice probiotic gel cream. It feels nice and light and it really helps to strengthen your skin barrier as well. And then I would find a separate sunscreen. CosRx has a really nice sunscreen for people with oily skin. It's their Aloe Soothing Gel Cream, I want to say, and it feels very nice and light. It's SPF 50. You can actually use this if you really have oily skin and you don't want to use a moisturizer. Your sunscreen can technically be your moisturizer as well. So if you want to just put this on instead of the Epicuren Propolis cream that you use, that would give you way more protection because it's SPF 50 and it is a sunscreen. And so this is what it's meant to do, and it feels nice and light for people with oily skin. And then obviously your lip balm is great. So that was Alicia Keys. I love Alicia Keys. I actually would kind of freak out if she did watch this skincare reaction video. Like I said, Alicia, if you want me, I'll do anything. I'll also fan you. It's whatever it is that you want. You know, I'm just there. If you want me to just do this with a leaf, I'll do it. If you want me to help you with your skincare routine, I'll do it. But I love Alicia Keys. I hope you guys do too. I hope you enjoyed watching this reaction. Tell me in the comments below who you want to see next. I'm all over social media, at Susan Yara, Instagram, TikTok, all of it. Find me. We'll have some conversations, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.